What is going on, superstars? It's 𝗵𝗀𝗃 here again. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to share with you 5 scalping habits that you can use to grow your small account bigger. The truth is, success is a product of the repetition of certain habits, and if you want to be successful at trading, then you're going to find out how to develop that success habit that is required for you to become the successful trader that you aspire to be. And in this video, if you watch till the very end, you're going to learn the habits that I use personally to grow small accounts 10x, 20x, really bigger, and you can apply this same thing you're going to learn from this video, and definitely you're going to have similar results. Before we get started, if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button and drop in the comments your name and where you're watching this video from. The first habit that you need to develop is the habit of setting goals. The truth is, people with goals succeed because they know where they're going to. So you need to know how to create goals, the big goals, then break it down into smaller steps, smaller goals. Then you approach it with steady and consistent effort, okay, towards the actualization of that particular goal. So let's say, for example, you're starting off with $100 and you want to take your $100 account to $1,000. $1,000 is the big goal. So you just got to break that into steps. Okay, you got to break it down into smaller steps. So the first step is taking this $100 to $200. And when you get to $200, the next step is taking the $200 to $300. The next step from there is taking to $400 or perhaps $500. So you want to climb up the step and you don't want to skip any part of the process. Okay, it takes a lot of process. Then you should be ready to follow accordingly all that is required to get that goal done. Then the next thing you want to do is you want to use key levels. Whenever you want to enter a trade, you want to wait patiently for your confirmation to be met. And the points where you want to get in are levels of support and resistance, or levels of supply and demand, or perhaps levels where you have moving average crosses, or where you have the rejection, or whatever the thing is, whatever style you're using to trade, right? You just want to look out for that. And let's just go into the chart and I'm going to show you what I mean. Now, we're looking at volatility 75 index, and this is the 1 hour time frame. If I want to get into this trade, I definitely want to be looking at for levels of resistance, and the first thing you want to do is to identify those zones. If you want to go for a sell, you're going to bring out the levels where you have resistance around that price range. So you're going to bring out those points. Now, if I want to get into this trade, because I am scalping, I don't have a huge amount of money, right? I want to get in at a point where we have this resistance right here. Look at this. You can see that price started a downtrend at this point. It broke this this support, it broke it for resistance, it retests first time, then comes back and it gets back to this point. And you can see that this appears to be a level of supply. So I want to get in at this point here. Then I bank and take my profit at this point before it comes back up. So using levels of using key levels has to do with your entry and exit. So you want to enter at a key level and you want to exit at a key level. Like in this example here, I'm getting in at the resistance and I'll be getting out at the support. So before you even do that, you want to identify every of the zones. So you want to bring out your tool, the object tool you use for that. So you can see this is a resistance zone before it's turning into support at this point. So I'm just going to be getting out of the trade here because I'm just scalping. Okay, so that is what you want to do, and this will take us to the next step, right? The next habit that you need to develop, and that is develop the habit of taking the right trade. You don't want to force the market. You don't want to force any trade. If your conditions are not met, stay out of the market. As soon as the conditions are met, then you get in and take the right trade. Okay, you don't want to risk it. You don't want to get into the trade at the middle of a movement, because when price is at the middle of a movement, when it's not in a support or resistance area, there's a likelihood of price going back down. In case you're going for a long position, you're buying, there's a likelihood of price going down before going back up. Let's take this, for example, what I have on the charts now. I'm doing this on my MT5 on the mobile version. Now you can see that price this was a good point to get in. Let me bring in the indicator here. Let me bring in the object. You have the object right here. This is a point to enter for a buy. You can see that if you got into this trade and you got in after the main move has taken place, right? The trade has been missed. You're getting in the middle of it. You can see that if you got in here, you're gonna have this price going down, and it may be taking you out in loss because you'll be scared. You're just trying to scalp and make some profit. So you want to get in at a point where as soon as you get in, you're going to be seeing price going in profit in your direction. And that is what you're looking out for, okay? Avoid taking the wrong trades. Wait for the right trades. Then the next thing you want to do is to eliminate your mistakes. The truth is, the first thing you need to do when you're handling mistakes is to identify the mistakes. Identify them and know them so that whenever you come in contact with the same scenario, you will know exactly what to do. And trading is a journey. It's not a final destination. So as long as you're still in this journey, you're definitely going to be having these mistakes come up over and over and again. So the best thing you can do is to avoid them. Now, identify these mistakes. If you have 5 or 10 mistakes that you are fond of making whenever you're trading, identify them. Perhaps it is the use of an over-leveraged lot size, or perhaps it is the use of getting into a trade at the wrong time, or maybe you are taking your trades not at key levels. Identify every of these things, okay? Or perhaps you're taking impulse trades. Okay, this is one of the things that affect a lot of traders, newbies. You have a lot of them get into trading, and before you know, they blow up their account. They blow up several of their accounts several times until they eventually quit trading. Now you want to avoid that, okay? You want to apply every of these things that I'm telling you. Identify the mistakes that you make so that you can avoid making them again. And that takes us to the final step, which is slowly increase your lot. Slowly increase the size of your account that you're risking. Slowly increase the risk you're putting in, okay? Let's say, for example, you're fond or you are used to trading and risking just $20. Okay, you don't want to jump from risking $20 because you've been growing your account gradually and you want to jump over to risking $200. It's going to affect you psychologically. Just imagine the trade goes out of the way and goes against you, right? And you lose $200. Perhaps you've grown your account from $100 to $500, and in just one single trade, you lose $200. It's going to affect you psychologically, and at that point, you will start making the mistakes that you've been making before because you just want to recover that $200 as soon as possible, and that will oftentimes lead you to making use of over-leveraged lot size. Right? You will really want to avoid this. You want to avoid it. So how do you counter this? It is easy. If you're used to risking $20, don't jump into risking $100 the next day. Take it up. Okay, I want to risk $30, right? I want to risk $30. I'm going to just risk $30 today, or I'm going to risk $50. You just take it step at a time. Get used to seeing price getting into the negative side, then coming back into profit. You just got to get used to this. And if you follow every of these instructions that I just showed you right now, I guarantee you are going to improve in your trading so well. So you just want to grow your account and you want to increase your risk, the lot size gradually, okay? Don't just double up your lot size or you 10x your lot size because you have grown your account and you want to take a very high risk. No, if it goes against you, you are definitely not going to be happy. If you avoid every of these things that I've told you to avoid on this video, I guarantee you're going to have a better trading experience. I hope you got huge value from this video. If you did, hit the subscribe button and comment below your best takeaway from this video. Don't forget to like this video because when you do so, it's going to help the YouTube algorithm to share this video to more traders like you, and they're definitely going to get more value the same way you just did. And it's also going to help us in the community of Freedom Trade House to reach out to more people. I also want to invite you to join our Telegram community. You can check the description of this video. You're going to get link to join the Telegram community in our Telegram channel where we share resources every day that's going to help you improve in your trading. And also, I want to invite you to follow us on Instagram at freedom_tradehouse. My name is Sam Keys and I'm always here to help. See you on my next video.